It's nice on my spoon, isn't it? A lovely slug. How do, folks? Unusual one this today. I'm actually out with another humanoid for a change. I'm out with a mate, Dave, who I've not seen for quite a while actually. Just noticed a little thing in a field there. I'll check on map after, like a stone circle, but just a part of me is wondering if it's like a modern replica. Anyway, where we're at, sort of in the valley between the Owgills on that side and Wild Boar Fell on this side. We finally, must have arranged this about 3 years ago, finally got round to a wild camp on Wild Boar Fell. Sphagnum. Well, as you can see all around, it's pretty featureless this side of Wild Boar Fell, and I think we're alongside Cloud's Gill, and we're just heading up. And it's a tributary of this, or the main gill, that comes out at Santarn. So this is going to be like our handrail really. And I'm hoping Santarn's not going to be one of them sludgy, peaty tarns, so we can get our water there. Well, despite being pathless, it's not been a bad climb really, but we've hit this band of pretty wiry tussocks that's making it a bit more hard going. Don't know if you can make that out over there. There's Cross Fell, near there a couple of weeks ago. Right, we're near Santarn now, but just look at this superb bog. Proper good area, Sphagnum. This is what our moor should be like. There's a dragonfly here. I think it's a moorland orca. There were two. I think they were mating. They've just separated. It's on deck. Oh, this bog's brilliant. I've just seen another moorland orca just hovering over a pool here. I said to Dave, these pools look good for dragonflies. There's another moorland species, I've never seen it in the Dales, called keeled skimmer. I'd like to see one of them round here. I've seen them in North York moors. I do like it on this boggy ledge. Even if we camp on Wild Boar Fell tonight on the top, depending on the wind, I'm pretty sure I'll come back here another time and do a camp. A dragonfly themed camp next summer. Look at these sands here, it's like being in the Caribbean. It's off a tree garden, this apple, it's a cracker. Yeah.
Granny Smith?
I don't know what I don't know.
It looks like a Granny Smith.
It does, but it's not, some of them are red, so I'm not sure. It's a champion spot, this. Really like it, really interesting. Tell you what, folks, if you ever do come and camp here, don't mess it up. It's quite a precious little habitat here, I reckon. Well, all precious habitat, isn't it, in the countryside. Look at this, just on the final slope to Wild Boar Fell, a big old millstone. I think I read in Wainwright's guide that you can find traces of these. That was well cool, that millstone. I love that. I love coming across things like that. I remember coming across one on Buckden Pike years ago. I mean, you got Peak District, some of them edges are 10 a penny there, but yeah, it's nice coming across them when you're not expecting them. I should have mentioned Santan. A lot of the sand there, whoops, I read, now whether they were brought up here or the sand from here was taken down into the valleys, but they were used to sharpen old scythes and sickles. Tell you what folks, these final slopes are steep, you've got to use your hands. That was brill. Really enjoyed that. Can I film a bit of your tent, Dave? You're not in your Y fronts, are you? Just want to have a good look at it. I'll do a 360 degree view. Hey, look, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Look, it's quite a windy day, but it's absolutely fine, isn't it? Yeah, well impressed. Oops.
The only thing I'd say is Magda, it's not an newer generation, but that gets a bit flatter, so just take that out, but put a peg on it.
Well, my notch lies the same, the magnets are weak, I always have a peg with that.
It's alright.
Look at this bloody thing here near to 10, I'll have to watch out for that. If anyone's going to fall in, it'll be me. This is the life, isn't it? I'm just looking where we are on the map. We've pitched on the eastern end overlooking the valley of Mallerstang, and I'm glad it's the best side of Boar Fell. The summit just up there where we were earlier, just across the plateau, that's 2,324 feet above sea level, and I think it's the same height here as well. It's so flat. There's little fluctuations over the plateau. It has been quite windy. We walked along this edge. Well, it is quite windy. We walked along this edge just to see if there are any slightly more sheltered spots. But we're in a very, very slight depression here, and it's just taking the edge off the wind. It's ideal, really.
It was well defended by Kirkes, who threw himself in front of it.
I've just come for a walk up to Yorkshire Scar, and this massive scoop out here. It's very dramatic. And we are camped somewhere up there. You might be able to just make out the tents. We were both just saying earlier, it's a Sunday. It's Boar Fell, one of the most alright, not like the Three Peaks, but aside from them, one of the most significant of the Dales 30. And apart from, as we were coming up, there were two going down, and they were a long way down. Not seen anybody. I'm really surprised by that. Just been looking sort of around, looking at the hills of the Dales and the Howgirls, and I'm not sure, but you can see a significant number of the Dales 30. You can see things like Yarlside, the Calf, Great Cow, the Three Peaks. You've got IC over here, Great Shunner Fell. What's this one at the lower end of Mallerstang? Is it Lunds Fell? Got a few names on it, Sales. whatever. Yeah, you can see loads of stuff above Wharfdale, Great Nowtbury. Not Wharfdale, Wensleydale. We've just had a walk up to, moth, you're not allowed in, up to Cairns on Yordcumbe up here, up top. And just when we stood up there, we spent quite a bit of time up there. It's actually, when you're in the wind, it's cool. I put my trouser legs on. And even just in that wind, I could feel my hands getting cold. It surprised me too, when we were up here, distantly, I think in the valley bottom, we could hear a curlew. And by this time, early August, the moorland waders are well on the way. They're heading for the course, so yeah, I was surprised to hear that up here. But it is in the valley bottom, it's left the top, so it's probably maybe making its way down the river and before heading to the coast. The only other birds we've seen up here, a few meadow pipits. And when we arrived, there was a nice swallow sort of skimming around right above the scarp. It must have been using the updraft and stuff. It were good, that. Looks like top of my head's missing. It's quite grey now outside. Me and Dave, not long back, we had a walk over to Trig Point and we were looking out west, and it's kind of a gloominess coming in. You can't see lakes anymore. The Owgills are looking quite diffused, if you like. One or two breaks in the clouds sometimes, occasionally when the sun peeps through, but Dave said there's a possibility of drizzle and fog during the night, so we'll have to see. But it is 8:20 and I keep putting off having my tea, and I don't know why, because I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make my tea now anyway. Oh, it's so bloody annoying that I've just done a right massive piece to camera, did it all in one go, no mistakes or anything. I'm switched the mic on. So let's have another go. Yeah, I was just saying, it's 9:30 and I'm feeling quite tired all of a sudden. I have had a little can of lager, but I doubt that's done it. I've just had my tea. Maybe my tea digesting's tired me out a bit. What I'm originally talking about were, I've only been back a few days. We've had a week in Cornwall. We stayed in a cottage at Sennan near Land's End. And it was a brilliant week, a really, really nice holiday. It's the first time I've been to Cornwall since 2018. We all went staying in a similar area really with my mum. It was last holiday we did with my mum. She came living on her own. She came on holiday with us quite a bit, and she loved Cornwall anyway. But no, the weather was fantastic. We had one morning of rain, that's all, and it just did me really good. I was just so active. I was getting up at 6:30 every morning, doing a couple of hours sea watching at Pendine and Porthgwarra, these really famous sea watching, bird watching headlands, looking for seabirds, cetaceans. I saw dolphins, I saw common dolphins, saw Risso's dolphins, bluefin tuna, shearwaters. I love sea watching. And then we'd be out visiting. We visited quite a few lovely beaches. We were swimming, bodyboarding, snorkeling, rock pooling. It was just a great active holiday. Active without sort of going berserk. And we did some excellent coastal walks. The scenery down there is really nice on the coast. And yeah, I come away from that holiday feeling right good shape. Did me the power of good, that. And then been back home a few days, and that weird back at home lethargy just kicks in quite quick. I'm back at work in a few days. I'm just thinking, oh, when's the next holiday? When am I going on holiday again? I can't wait. I just start counting down immediately afterwards. So no, it was just dead good, really. I can just hear outside the tent now, and it's a very fine drizzle outside. And Dave said on his forecast that it might rain, and it is doing. It's like a dampness in the air. So let's hope that clears before morning. It's nice on my spoon, isn't it? A lovely slug. Do you know what? I can hear Dave snoring. It must be wonderful that while camping and just be out like that. Not loud, but to disturb me or anything like that. But I can hear him snoring. I think how nice that'd be to just drop off like that when you're wild camping. Yeah, I was just gonna show you my bunion on my left foot, and then I thought better of it. It's not a pretty sight. It's like something from an horror film. I've got an appointment with Dr. Ahmed on Wednesday, and I've been having a lot of jip with this bunion on my left foot, so I'm going to the doctor's, and hopefully they'll say I can have an op and get it straightened, because yeah, it's getting more painful as I get older. I've heard it's quite an op, really. They have to break the bone in your big toe and reset it. So, and I think I've been told that you can't drive for quite a bit. Might get me a few days off work as well. A couple of weeks would be nice. Right, it's now 11 o'clock and I think it's my bedtime. I've been reading this, Wainwright's Walks on the Boar Fells, which covers Boar Fell as well. Good book, this. Just finishing my beer. And yeah, I'm still feeling tired, so I'm hoping I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. So yeah, that'll do for tonight. Now, God bless, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning, folks. It's hang on. Oh, I can't. 6:05. I woke up about 5 o'clock-ish, and then I've sort of nodded off again for another hour or so. I slept quite well, really, for me. Like I said last night, I was tired, so I've not done too bad. The weather's pretty grim still. It was raining when I went to sleep, and it's raining now, so presumably it's just carried on through the night. I've just had a look outside. It's really grey, so we'll just have to see how things pan out. Right, folks, we've got a bit of a lie-in this morning. We checked the forecast and it said it were going to stop at well, it's going to stop raining about 8 o'clock, and it's sort of happened that way. But as you can see, we're in thick moor grime, that sort of damp, foggy air that what did the out timers say around my neck of the woods. Twice as wet as water. So hopefully though, we're pretty much, certainly for the first bit, going back the way we came. When we get down to Santarn, I'm kind of hoping, oh, just had deja vu then. I'm kind of hoping that we might drop out of this. I was just saying, I thought we'd have come out of the mist by now, and literally a few steps after we have. That's the wall where we've just come from. Well, I say we have, it's slightly clearer. We're on like a stony ridge here. Well, that coming out at fog or a false dawn, we've got a few fleeting seconds of it, and then we were back in it, and we've been back in it ever since. But we've descended a different way down. I wanted to see Fell End and Skenaskew Clouds, this interesting limestone area, but can't see out really. So, but yes, even in these conditions, this descent and this area, it feels interesting to me. I'm going to come back here, whether on a day walk, I might camp, I don't know, but it's this sort of interland to the west of Boar Fell. Yeah, it looks interesting on map, and like I say, I've got a feel for it being interesting. Right, so I'm going to wrap things up there because we're not going to see out else. Dave's just a bit ahead, but it was excellent trip that, one of my best trips of the year, that I'd say. Certainly with yesterday's conditions, it were brilliant. I love Boar Fell. Every time I've done it, I think this is my 4th time. Always had a good time. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.